Hello everyone. Welcome to Exam 360 Academy. My name is Sweden and today we are going to see some of the questions in your Tspsc Group 1 exam related with geography. So let us start the session. So wettest place on the earth is seeing decreasing trend in rainfall. Analyze. సో ఈ క్వశ్చన్ చూడగానే మనకి గుర్తుకు రావాల్సింది నార్త్ ఈస్ట్. ఎందుకనంటే అక్కడ క్వశ్చన్ ఏమి అడిగాడు అంటే వెట్టెస్ట్ ప్లేస్ ఆన్ ది ఎర్త్ ఈ సీన్ డిక్రీజింగ్ ట్రెండ్ ఇన్ ద రెయిన్ఫాల్. సో మనకు తెలిసిన వెట్టెస్ట్ ప్లేసెస్ ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? మాన్సిన్రామ్ అండ్ చిరాపుంజి, వేర్ ఇన్ ది మేఘాలయ. Okay, so wettest place, these are the wettest place. Why they are decreasing and what are the reasons for it? So avi chuddam. First chudandi, asalu ela rayali, how do you write the answer? What is the structure? See, in the introduction either you can give the data, provide the data related with the rainfall pattern in India. If you are having the rainfall data, just give the rainfall data that in the year 1973 to 2021, how that rainfall data has been decreasing in the northeast. This is a point. Okay, okati. Leda, you can write in this way also, right? Like directly you can write, like for example you see here an analysis. This is a introduction. తర్వాత మెయిన్ బాడీలో ఏం డిస్కస్ చేయాలి? రీజన్స్, ఎందుకు డిక్లైన్ అవుతున్నాయి, వాట్ ఆర్ ద రీజన్స్ ఫర్ ఇట్స్ డిక్లినేషన్, అండ్ ప్రొవైడ్ సమ్ మెజర్స్ రిగార్డింగ్ ఇట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆన్సర్. సో ప్రొవైడ్ ద డేటా రిలేటెడ్ టు ద రెయిన్ఫాల్ ప్యాటర్న్ ఇన్ ఇండియా, డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ద రీజన్స్ దట్ లీడ్స్ టు ఇన్ ద రెయిన్ఫాల్, డిక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద రెయిన్ఫాల్, లీడ్స్ టు డిక్రీజ్ ఇన్ రెయిన్ఫాల్, అండ్ ప్రొవైడ్ సమ్ మెజర్స్ రిగార్డింగ్ ఇట్. Okay, so ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ చూద్దాం. See, there can be two types of introductions. See, first I'm writing here about the introduction. I will write my introduction in this way. Either I will write which I have given you, okay, either ayachu an analysis of 120 years of rainfall measurements at different rain gauge stations across the northeast India has revealed a trend in summer rainfall since 1973, including its rainy Meghalaya reputed for hosting the world's wettest place. So there is a decrease in the rainfall అని చూస్తున్నాం. ఎక్కడ? మేఘాలయ, that is your wettest, చిరాపుంజి and మాన్సిన్రామ్. సో ఇలా కూడా రాయొచ్చు, owning to several natural and anthropogenic factors in the northeast India has seen decline in precipitation due to precipitation. This is a introduction part. Clear? This is your introduction part. So ippudu idi introduction anamata. Either you can write that this one or either you can write this one, any of the things, right? So ippudu introduction అయిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు ఏం డిస్కస్ చేయాలి? డిస్కస్ ద రీజన్స్ దట్ లీడ్ టు డిక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద రెయిన్ఫాల్. ఎందుకు రీజన్స్? వాట్ ఆర్ ద మేజర్ రీజన్స్ ఫర్ డిక్రీజింగ్? సో మేజర్ రీజన్స్ ఫర్ డిక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద రెయిన్ఫాల్. లెట్ us see what are the major reasons for decrease in the rainfall. See, I can write this major reasons, main body here. I'll write main body here, main body of my answer. I can write in two ways or three ways. Like for example, first one is related to pattern of decline. Pattern of decline of precipitation. ఒకటి. రెండు, ఎలా డిక్రీజ్ అవుతున్నాయి అంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద ప్యాటర్న్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ డిక్రీజింగ్. ఓకే, ఐల్ జస్ట్ లెట్ యూ నో. సెకండ్, natural factors. Natural factors. And the last one, you see, the third one is your anthropogenic factors. Anthropogenic factors. So, if you look at this natural factors pattern, generally in the pattern, what you will write? What you will write? Here you see the southwest monsoons which are arriving from the Arabia Sea and Bay of Bengal, they are drier as they reach the northeast. So I can write here that the mainly here I am writing here the southwest monsoon winds which are arriving from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, as they reach they are becoming dry. Okay, drier. And even if you look at the North Indian Ocean also, there is a greater number of formation of low pressures. Why this is happening? It is because of the North Indian Ocean low, there is a greater synoptic disturbances antar. Synoptic disturbances. What is this? Low pressure system. Okay, low pressure system antar dinni. Okay, like now we will see monsoon rainfall in the states shown a declining trend. Long term rainfall changes in the region are responsible for observed shift of the world's wettest place from Cherrapunji to Mansinram. This phenomena driven by changes in the Indian Ocean temperature and Indian Ocean temperature, that is sea surface temperature. It is nothing but sea surface temperature. Like for example, you see ela ante ఇప్పుడు for example, this is your land, this is your water. Suppose this is your land, this is your water body. Now can I say that if what will happen if there are low pressure systems which are formed? Okay, low pressure systems which are formed in the ocean. Low pressure systems which are formed in the ocean. Can I say that as they move away from the water body, winds, they move away from the water body, can I say that here there will be more dry, they become more dry. So that is a phenomena here. That is what here we are saying, the phenomena is driven by changes in the Indian Ocean temperatures. So this Indian Ocean temperatures, the influence of changes, you see Indian Ocean temperature low, in North Indian Ocean low, this phenomena is taking place. Which phenomena? This phenomena is taking place. Kabatti, this is a one thing. Then also the influence of changes in moisture transport from Indian Ocean. Moisture, ide kada moisture transport, including the Arabian Sea in the pre-monsoon period. Changes in the moisture. Physiography of the region. That is, since the northeast India is mostly hilly and is extension of the Indo-Gangetic plain, the region is highly sensitive to changes. So there is a physiography of the region changes which is highly sensitive to the changes because of which they are taking place. We all know that there is a funnel type of structure, and through this funnel only the winds has to enter and leave it or pass through the other side. As they are moving in the funnel structure, there will be topsy and turvy. As there is a topsy and turvy, more rainfall occurs in this area. Okay, apart from this, what are the natural factors? You see, apart from this, the other natural factor is simply this is why this is low pressures are creating. This is because of the sea surface temperatures. Surface temperatures. That is nothing but warming of the oceans. Warming of oceans. One of the major factors. Warming of the oceans అవుతాయి ఏమవుతాయి అక్కడే low pressure system create అవుతుంది. Low pressure system create అయ్యి there will be more cloudiness, more rainfall. As the winds move away from the sea to the land, they become more drier. కాబట్టి the area which is there highest rainfall, they are decreasing. One phenomenon is there. The other phenomena, the other natural factor is Pacific decadal oscillation. Pacific decadal oscillation రాస్తాం. Pacific decadal oscillation అంటే ఏంటి చూడండి. Suppose this is your India. This is India and this is your Western Pacific and this is your Eastern Pacific. So what's happening here? In the Pacific decadal oscillation law, there is a positive phase. Western Pacific is becoming this area. Western Pacific is becoming cooler. This is a positive phase. That means they are becoming cooler in this case. And when they become cooler, what will happen? This area becomes dry. Monsoonal effect will be drier. దీన్నే మనం ఎల్ నీనో చూద్దాం. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్లో ఎల్ నీనో ఆర్ లా నీనోలో చూద్దాం. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ యువర్ అదర్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. అండ్ ఆల్సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద మ్యాన్-మేడ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ దేర్? సి, మ్యాన్-మేడ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఆర్ డేటా క్రైసిస్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ inadequate availability of long and high quality instrument to record the rainfall. ఒకటి, we are man-made. These are the one of the man-made factors. Observed human errors during the process of observation in the recording. Changes in surrounding environment also contributes to the error. Decline in rainfall principally linked to the natural availability. But apart from also this, we can also say the other man-made causes like mining is done in this area. One. Then plantation of crops. Another factor is deforestation. There is a decline, deforestation. Okay, so these are some of the man-made causes as well as your anthropogenic causes. Now let us see how to write the conclusion. See, at the you can conclude either here like this. This is one way of conclusion. The other way of conclusion is writing the importance of rainfall, northeast rainfall. I'll say northeast rainfall. Either write this one, conclusion can be this one, or either this one. This one is robust assessment are essential to better understand, detect, predict, respond to the changes in the rainfall variability due to climate change. So this is your question. So wettest place on the earth is seeing decreased trend in the rainfall. Analyze ante ila rayali. Okay, so let us move to the next question. What is the next question? Explain the characteristics and distribution of western disturbances. Characteristics and distribution of western disturbances. So ఈ ఆన్సర్ ఎలా రాయాలి అనేది ఫస్ట్ చూద్దాం. సో హౌ టు రైట్ దిస్ ఆన్సర్? ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్లో ఏముండాలి, మెయిన్ బాడీలో ఏముండాలి, అండ్ కన్క్లూజన్లో ఏముండాలి. సో 3 things we are going to see. What will be there in the introduction, what will be there in the main body, and what will be there in the conclusion. See, what is the question here? Question is explain the characteristics and distribution of western disturbances. అసలు మనకు కాన్సెప్ట్ తెలిసి ఉండాలి. వాట్ ఈస్ అ కాన్సెప్ట్? వాట్ ఆర్ వెస్టర్న్ డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్ అని. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్లో ఏం రాయాలి? సింపుల్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ you should introduce with the what are western disturbances. What are western disturbances? తర్వాత మెయిన్ బాడీలో what are the characteristics and distribution. Characteristics and distribution of western disturbances. తర్వాత from the above you can draw the conclusion here. ఓకే, మనం లాస్ట్లో చూద్దాం కన్క్లూజన్ ఎలా రాయొచ్చు, ఎన్ని విధాలుగా రాయొచ్చు అనేది. కానీ దీంట్లో సింపుల్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ది క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ అండ్ వెస్టర్న్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ అంటే ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ ఏముండాలి? వాట్ ఆర్ వెస్టర్న్ డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఆర్ వెస్టర్న్ డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్. తర్వాత మెయిన్ బాడీలో ఏంటి? డైరెక్ట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్, ఆ తర్వాత డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్, అండ్ యువర్ లాస్ట్ ఈస్ కన్క్లూషన్. సో లెట్ us start the answer. So see here, what are western disturbances? Western disturbances are a synoptic event or temperate cyclones which greatly affects the weather and climatic of North India during the winter. Enduvalna, see why this is the introduction part. This is the introduction part. Okay, this temperate cyclones which are formed in the Mediterranean region, okay, they are dragged by subtropical westerly jet streams. Subtropical westerly jet streams. So these jet streams, these jet streams, they bring relief or rainfall in the northern part of the India. So introduction emundali ela rasam chudandi. What are western disturbances? Western disturbances are temperate cyclones which greatly affects the northern weather and climate of North India during the winter season. Okay, ఇప్పుడు now these are the introduction part. Now what is the question? Question is examine the characteristics and distribution. Now we have to write the characteristics of what? Characteristics of western disturbances, right? So what are the characteristics? See, structural character. First is structural. By the time they reach India, they are at the last stage of the development of temperate cyclone. So most of them, they lack of frontal structures. Frontal structure undadu kabatti varshalu చాలా చక్కగా పడతాయి, right? And the impact of that temperate cyclone is also less in the northern part of India because they are at the end stage of the formation. That is end stage, occluded అని అంటాం. ఓకే, సో సెకండ్ పాయింట్ చూడండి. వీక్ వెస్టర్న్ డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్ ఆర్ అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్ క్రాప్ ఫెయిలియర్. ఎందుకు క్రాప్ ఫెయిలియర్ అంటున్నా అంటే, see, these western disturbances bring relief to rabi crops, right? And also it will solve water problem across the northern India. It will solve the water problem across the North India. So weak one. Third one is precipitation. India gets, these are the characteristics. India gets to close to 5 to 10% of its annual precipitation, annual rainfall from western disturbances. అంటే 100లో 5 నుంచి 10% వరకు వర్షాలు మనకు వెస్టర్న్ డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్ ద్వారా పడతాయి. ఎక్కడ? నార్త్ ఇండియాలో. Precipitation during winter season has great importance, crucially for important from rabi crop point of view. Okay, తర్వాత much of the western Himalayas region except foothills of the Himalayas receives most of its precipitation from the snowfall. See, foothills of the Himalayas receive most of its rainfall also from the southwest monsoon and also northeast monsoons. So much of the western Himalayas లో ఏముంటుంది? అసలే ఇది చలికాలం, winter season, and when there is, what will happen? Snowfall will take place. Snowfall is also a part of your western disturbances. These are part of your western disturbances. కాబట్టి 3 పాయింట్లు రాసాం మనం. ఏంటో 3 పాయింట్లు చూడండి. ఫస్ట్ ఏంటి స్ట్రక్చర్, సెకండ్ ఏంటి వీక్ ఉంటే ఎలా అవుతుంది, థర్డ్ ఏంటి ప్రెసిపిటేషన్, రైట్? ప్రెసిపిటేషన్. సో ఇండియా గెట్స్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్, నార్త్ ఇండియా గెట్స్ మోస్ట్ 5 to 10% of its precipitation from the western disturbances అని రాసాం. సెకండ్ ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది క్వశ్చన్, దట్ ఈస్ యువర్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్. ఓకే, డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఎలా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవుతుంది? See, generally this from the temporal aspects, okay, temporal aspects if I talk, the distribution takes place from this point, that is your November lo start అవుతుంది. But there are only frequencies are generally 1 or 2. Frequency only ఒకట లేదా 2 disturbances create అవుతాయి. Disturbances 1 or 2 disturbances will be created. And particular గా ఇప్పుడు general గా if you look at this here map, okay, if you look at the map here, this is your map, this is your map, then this is your India, right? So what will happen? Generally the subtropical jet streams, they drag subtropical westerly jet streams, these are. So what happens? They drag and they collide with the Himalayas. The northern part will go and it will reach the northern branch. This is called north branch of subtropical westerly jets, and southern branch will move towards the India, and because of this only there will be a precipitation in India from all the northern part of the India. Even the northeastern part of the India also receives the precipitation here. Clear? So that is meaning here. So how the temporal distribution starts? The temporal distribution starts in the November month. If you see this time, the southern branch of the subtropical westerly jet stream appears in this month. Only 1 or 2 disturbances per month. Frequency and intensity is very low. Okay, very low. This is very low. But during December and February month, the frequency is very high. That means here 2 to 4 disturbances per month. 4 disturbances per month it will take place. So because of this, what will happen? More frequency of rainfall. Frequency and intensity of the rainfall increases here, and intensity increases. In this case, it will increase. Clear? And even in the month of May, unless the southern part or the southern branch of subtropical jet stream disappear, there will be a disturbances created in India. And even during these summers, that is a May month also, if you look at the May month also, western disturbances continue to arrive till the southern branch of subtropical jet stream is present. And unnanta varaku they will be coming. That means subtropical, southern branch subtropical jet stream, right? Then this is your characteristics of your jet stream and distribution of your western disturbances, right? Western disturbances, characteristics and distribution. Now let us see what is the conclusion. Conclusion can be written like this. Ilago rayachu. Western disturbances has a significant impact on economy and society of the India. Okay, that means in economic point of view, agriculture. Okay, from atmospheric point of view also, temperatures in this area increases. Temperature perugutundi. Enduku? It brings cloudiness. Yes or no? Rainfall means cloudiness. So temperatures will increase here in these particular areas, right? So the cold, generally coldness or cold weather, generally we have cold weather in the winter season. Winter season lo cold weather untundi. కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్ వస్తాయో అక్కడ టెంపరేచర్ పెరుగుతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ అ సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ది ఎకనామిక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, అట్మాస్ఫియరిక్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, సొసైటీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. బట్ గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ హ్యాస్ ఫార్ రీచింగ్ ఇంపాక్ట్స్ ఆన్ ఇట్. So because of the global warming, the western disturbances frequency is increasing, but the rainfall or amount of precipitation is decreasing. That is the meaning. సో గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్ వల్ల ఏమవుతున్నాయి అంటే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ పెరుగుతుంది కానీ వర్షాలు రావట్లేదు, విచ్ హ్యాస్ ఫార్ రీచింగ్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆన్ అవర్ ఫుడ్ సెక్యూరిటీ కూడా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఎందుకు? రబీ క్రాప్స్ విల్ బి ఫెయిలియర్. క్రాపింగ్ సీజన్ crops will be failure. So that is the meaning of western disturbances. Thank you one and all.